All right, so now we'll finish this unboxing. It's been fun, and we'll give some final thoughts. Uh, Good. So I've got another Captain Marvel Junior 16. One wasn't a lot. This one was a better copy, and because I like the artist, I said why not? Put a bid, and that's the bid that won. So I said sure. I don't mind having doubles of him. And like I said, I could always sell one if I want to. Let's see other stuff. Ooh. Okay, so this is really cool stuff. This is Dollman. I learned of Dollman with my kids watching Batman the Brave and the Bold. There was an episode where you see a bunch of characters from the Quality Comics. Quality was another company at the time. That's where Plastic Man comes from. That's where Uncle Sam, the character in DC, comes from. Also Phantom Lady. And Dollman is one of them. Dollman has the same powers as Ant-Man except for the ant part. So the whole thing is that he keeps the same strength of a grown man, but he's small. And this cover is awesome. It's a bondage cover, and it's also the first appearance of Doll Girl. I honestly I didn't know much about I didn't know Doll Girl existed until I saw this comic. I just really liked the cover, and definitely comes at a premium. This is one of the pricier Dollman books, but look, it's for a 4.5. I think it looks good. Uh, the issues that make it a 4.5 are not at the parts that interest me in the cover, so I'm happy with it. I'm glad I got it. Almost done. Uh, Last one. And this is not interesting enough. This is the Odd Man the group. It's not Golden Age. It's not Silver, but it's affordable. So I guess not that odd. There's a theme here. It's all Batman, which is my first love. And yeah, it would be fun to collect Golden Age Batman. I used to, but I had to stop because at this point in time in year 2020, especially 2021, not a time to collect Golden Age Batman. If you do, well, hats off to you. So these are all really fun comics that I like. So you got to sign the Joker, a classic story. Detective Comics number 500. There was something cool about this issue. Off the top of my head, I forget what it is, but there is something interesting inside it. If only I remembered. Detective Comics number 477. These are this, right? Ah, sure. So, Detective Comics number 474. Ah, good stuff. Good stuff. Detective Comics number 474. This is the first cover with Deadshot. The character's actually been around for a very long time. He was first in the Golden Age, believe it or not, but he was not on the cover, and he only appeared once. He was revived here way later, and this would be his first appearance ever since the Golden Age. And this lot came with two, so I said, sure, I'll figure out which one I like better, and I could always sell the other one if I want to. Oh, well, I'm actually noticing that there's big differences in the color here. I don't know if it's faded. It's probably because of faded, or if it's a printing thing, but you'll see that one has much deeper red. I don't know if it comes across. Here. Do you see the difference? Probably not. Yeah, this is darker. Anyways, even though it comes across as orange, it's actually red. This is very nice and red. So there you go. Deadshot's Revenge. Detective Comics 474. Here's Detective Comics 477. Ah, Clayface. I collect villain covers, so this is fun for me. This is 479 against Clayface. Got two of them. Here we've got Delta Comics number 480. Two of them, again. I'm not too thrilled about having two of these, but whatever. It was for the slot. This was not an expensive lot, so why not? Number 481. 482. Two of them. Alright. Sure. This is a good one. This one I like a lot. This is 483. First appearance of Maxi Zeus. I know he's made fun of, but he's still somewhat of a classic villain. I mean, he even appeared in the Arkham games. Uh, At least thematically, he appeared there, and he was in the cartoon as well. So fun stuff. Detective Comics number 481, 496, 498. I don't know who this is here. Oh, Blockbuster. You're right there, of course. Blockbuster. There's Blockbuster on the cover. 499. Wondering how this works. Yeah, okay. So it's like a. He's gonna come back, and now he's fighting Batman. Aha! An awesome Aparo cover. Aparo is one of my very favorite Batman artists of all time. If you're wondering, he's the one who drew the issue where Bane breaks Batman's back, amongst many other classics. This is number 501. There you go. Fun stuff for a Batman fan. Now, probably we need just a few, not necessarily corrections, but just to go through it. I looked up how much this lot had cost me of Wonder Woman comics. It turns out that it did cost me $225 with all of them together. So whoever put these prices is these prices are whack. The grading's good. The grading's fine. There's nothing wrong with the grading. The prices is what's definitely wrong, and clearly they didn't sell for that. So it sold for whatever market price is, which in this case is, I don't know, $225 for how many of these issues? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So good. That's why I usually buy on auction for older books. For newer books, I don't mind spending, up to $100 on a book that's not silver or gold. But when it comes to older books, because some people think that just an old book is rare, they'll charge these crazy amounts. So I prefer just to buy at an auction where I know that I'm paying the market price. All right, so I want to show you a few things. In this issue, it's in before that I got. It's lousy. It's not great condition. I don't mind. I just want to have fun and read it. Captain Marvel Adventures number 141. There's something really cool about this issue. As with all of these comics come before the Comic Code of Authority. So that's the code where back in the day you could have these crazy horror stories. Either people chopping off heads or zombies, really terrifying stuff. There is such thing as horror comics, and a really cool subgenre of collection is pre-code horror. So back when you could do whatever you want in a comic before you had to adhere to the code. And this one, even though it's a Captain Marvel Adventures comic, so a comic that was sold for kids, has a very intense pre-code horror comic. And here it is. This is about a man who goes during World War II would go off and kill people and have their heads as trophies. He's about to cut off our little Billy Batson's head too. And there was here. There you go. There's a great shot when it's called. Yeah, the story is called Captain Marvel Fights the Hideous Headhunter. Interesting where Captain Marvel finds this guy. He thinks that it's part of the Axis power, but turns out that oh, you're not an enemy commie at all. Who are you? I'm Roger Jode, former big game hunter. Many the lion and tiger and rhino I bagged in the jungles. But what are you doing in Korea? There's no big game here. Ah, but there is. The biggest game of all. Man. Hunting men is adventure supreme, the greatest of all thrills. And who cares about the few extra soldiers I kill with so many dying every day? It's perfect hunting ground for a human animal. What sport I'm having. Here I thought I was the commies at work, but you're even lower than a red. Ooh, ouch. Just one, yeah, okay, that's messed up. Although I do find it extremely ironic that we're talking about. I'm just wondering, World War II era? Let's see, this was printed in. Oh, no, sorry, 1953, so that makes sense. Yeah, so the red, yeah, Russians. At this point, sorry, not World War II era. We're way past that. And this is Cold War era. So yeah, how quickly things change. The Russians and the Americans were allies, and here clearly the Russians are the bad guys now. Wow, lower than a red. Will you stop while I escape that bag? Don't be silly. yeah, it's a bag of human heads. So yeah, creepy stuff. What else did I want to show? Yeah. So in the end, these were the comics I'm most excited for. These were the ones from Mac Raboy. So I got these in the end to add to my collection. This one, two of these. Here you go, this one. And this one here. And just so that I don't forget, the best looking one is not by Raboy, which I guess is why it was affordable. This one here. And the artist that took over Mac Raboy is Bud Thompson. He's the one that drew Captain Marvel Jr. afterwards. One last thing before I go. I was saying how, yes, a 8.0 and 7.0 is not high grade by modern day standards, not in the least. However, fun stuff. For a golden age, there happen to be only 5 comics on record that are higher grade than this book, and 5 comics are higher grade than this book. So this would be these are both 6 in line, like to be the 6th best copy. You could say they're at least top 10 best. So there you go. That was my giant haul. I don't think I'll have one like this again. If it's not for a while with the comic prices these days, it's insane. But it was fun while it lasted, and I wanted to document it all. So if ever you're still listening, I thank you for listening. Take care. All the best.